Okay, we're going to get started with our program. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ajax Public Library's meditation program presented by the Heartfulness Institute. My name is Julia Campbell, and I'm the Adult Services Librarian at the Ajax Library. I wanted to start by quickly covering a couple of housekeeping items. Today's presentation is being recorded, so I would ask that you please keep your webcam and microphones off so that you are not displayed or heard in the recording. The camera and microphone icons can be found at the bottom left of your screen. After the presentation and meditation, we will have some time to share thoughts and feelings, at which point I will stop the recording to protect everyone's privacy and so that everyone feels comfortable sharing. And at that point, you're welcome to unmute yourself and turn your camera back on if you wish to do so. At the top right, you can choose the view you prefer. Speaker view will allow you to see the speaker beside the presentation, and gallery view allows you to see all the participants in the program, so I leave it to you to decide which view you prefer. The chat button is along the bottom. If you have any questions or comments you would like to share, you have the option of chatting with everyone, or you can send a private message to me, Julia. Please feel free to ask questions throughout the presentation, and we will do our best to get to them either during the presentation or at the end during the Q&A. If you experience any technical difficulties, I recommend that you exit the Zoom and re-enter. If you continue to have difficulties, please place a comment in the chat, and I will do my best to assist you. So our format for this evening will begin with a presentation about how to make meditation a habit. And in the second part of the presentation, we will be taken through a meditation and relaxation exercise. And then after the meditation, as I mentioned, we will open it up to you for your comments and feedback. And at that point, I will stop the recording. So now it is my pleasure to introduce our two presenters, Kartik and Nakin from the Heartfulness Institute. Kartik is a PhD student at the University of Toronto pursuing aerospace engineering, and he has been a practitioner of the Heartfulness meditation practice for close to 9 years. Nagin Khorasani is a social entrepreneur and an activist who has always been committed to activating change within herself. She is a writer, poet, educator, and the co-founder of Be Infinite, a platform for transformative learning. She holds a master's degree in architecture and is continuing her studies towards a doctorate in psychology. She rejoices in helping individuals and groups to get in touch with their inner being, meaning, wisdom, power, talents, and discover their best ways of expression. Nagin has been practicing heartfulness for 24 years and was trained and certified in India as a spiritual trainer of this method of Raja Yoga in 2010. So now it is my pleasure to turn it over to Kartik and Nagin to begin their presentation.
Thank you so much, Julia. Very good evening to all of you. My name is Kartik, and to begin with our presentation today, let me walk you through the agenda for the first part of our session. So we'll be discussing about the best time to meditate and how we can create meditation a habit. We would then go ahead to do a small stress detox technique, which would be guided by Nakin. Then we would experience the heartfulness relaxation and meditation practice. And to end it, we will then have a sharing and a feedback session. And if you have any questions, please do feel free to pose them to us. Thank you. And now moving to our session, let us start from discussing the best times of the day to practice meditation. I've always felt that nature has been the epitome of a teacher. You know, when you, if you're on a walk, if you pause and look around yourself, isn't it surprising and also equally fascinating to see how everything's operating so smoothly, and it has its own natural rhythm, a natural cycle. If you observe the animals, the plants, and even the sun, the moon, and all the other planets, they have their own natural cycles that they follow, right? Similarly, us humans also, we've evolved with the solar and the lunar movement. And it's very logical to now understand how we, sleep in the night because it's dark, and we work in the mornings, right? So we also have our own rhythm and cycle and now why I'm discussing rhythm and our schedules is to understand where we can best fit our meditation into. So to understand more about what would be the best time of the day where we should practice meditation, we'll now be sharing a short snippet, a video snippet where an explanation of the best times to meditate is discussed more in detail. So here's a video, which is a discussion between the global guide of heartfulness, Kamlesh D. Patel, and a few other practitioners of the heartfulness meditation practice, where he discusses the importance of time and place and the best times to meditate.
Rise before dawn and offer your prayer and meditation at a fixed hour, preferably completing them before sunrise. Have a separate place and seat for meditation. As far as possible, develop the habit of sitting in one and the same pose. Give special attention to purity of body and mind. Although we exist at a certain period in time, a great body of knowledge has come down to us through the ages. The ancients discovered that certain times of day are more conducive to meditation than others. These times have been called sandhyas or conjunctions because they are the times when one part of the day meets the other. Dawn, dusk, and noon are all sandhyas. During the day, most of us are engaged in some sort of activity, mental or physical. The sun heats up the atmosphere, and this heat is only slowly dissipated at night. Before dawn, the atmosphere is at its coolest. Our body and mind have been rested and are rejuvenated and refreshed. Our daily activity has not yet commenced, so our mind is not drawn towards the coming day. The time before sunrise is therefore especially well suited for meditation. Daji offered a practical exercise to perceive the influence of the time of day on the human body. He asked the people present to observe the flow of energy within them for 24 hours and to note whether the energy flows outward or inward. He also asked them to observe their breathing pattern and note which of the nostrils is dominant. At different times, a different nostril dominates the breath. When they reconvened the next day, most reported that they felt energy flowing outward in the daytime and flowing in at night. Also, in the day the right nostril was dominant, whereas at night it was the left nostril.
So does this say something to us? That during that time, energy is flowing out. Night time, you're absorbing. The cycle continues. There is a deep science behind all these things. Science today recognizes this as circadian rhythm. They measure various neurotransmitters, hormones, and various other parameters from morning and measure the whole entire 24 hours and see what happens. Cortisol level early in the morning versus cortisol level at night. It will differ. Energy also. I don't think they have started measuring energy inflow and outflow. We can perceive that. So meditators can easily perceive inflow and outflow of energy. Our genetic system is predisposed now to the solar movement. it adjusts itself. For millions of years, it has come to this habit of orienting the entire physiological system functioning around the solar cycle and the lunar cycle as well. And who knows, many other planetary influences which is so subtle we are unable to measure. But at least these two influences we can measure easily.
So as we could see from the video, spiritual and scientific research recommends that you practice meditation at dawn, preferably before sunrise. But of course, it might not be possible for all of us to practice meditation at this particular time of the day. And as this practice of heartfulness also emphasizes on the importance of how we should balance our spiritual and material life. So if you're not able to meditate at dawn, you can try and possibly meditate as early as possible. And as it is important to fix a time, it is also important to fix a place for your meditation. Just like how you have a particular place of worship or particular place where you go and offer prayer, meditation is also one such act. So it is also recommended that you fix a time and place where you practice a meditation, and you practice it till it becomes a habit. Now, creating a habit uh, is something that we want to ensure, right? With meditation, at least. All of us know the importance of meditation, and now in the wake of the pandemic, we have all understood how important it is to take care of our mental health. We all start meditation with a lot of rigor, but then might lose that rigor along the line. So it is important to stick to the process and try to make this a habit. And this can be only possible through practice, as you know that practice can make a man perfect, right? So it gets you into the zone where you start understanding the importance of this practice and start falling in love with the practice, such that your efforts in the beginning starts to become more effortless. It starts to become more automatic, that you would want to wake up at a particular time, go and sit at your place of meditation and practice your meditation. And I would also invite you to observe this for yourself, if possible, to meditate and then see how it creates an atmosphere, it creates vibrations, and it charges the place around you where you're meditating. So with this, I would now like to hand it over to Nakin to take you through the stress detox technique. Over to you, Nakin.
Thank you very much, Kartik. So as you saw in the video, it was a conversation about how the energy flow at night and during the day is different in two different directions, basically. So, and also the breathing, the flow of breathing is right nostril is dominant and the sympathetic system is very much active, which is taking care of fight and flight responses. During the night, when we are sleeping, rejuvenating, recuperating, parasympathetic system are active and the left nostril is mainly dominant. So if during the day we find ourselves in any situation that is stressful and we want to quickly find a remedy for that, one very simple technique is this stress detox, which is basically closing our right nostril with our hand, with our finger, and breathing deeply from the left one, which allows the parasympathetic system kick in, and we become automatically very calm. Our breathing becomes very slow, and we are very much in the mode for relaxation, and that rejuvenating and recuperation thing that is happening at night becomes activated even during the day through left nostril breathing. So you can try it for now if you want and see if you feel the difference. I would say 10 deep breathing from the left nostril makes a difference. So as you continue this practice, I just continue my explanation that, for example, you want to go to a meeting, you feel a little bit stressed, easily you can use this technique. You have an argument with a loved one, you want to come back in a good mood, you can have this technique and get back to the conversation. In any stressful situation, it's a quick remedy. Now, with this, it's our time to experience heartfulness, relaxation, and meditation. So I invite you to find your comfortable position in the chair and gently close your eyes. I basically walk you through the guided relaxation, and after that, during the meditation, we will be silent. And you will be observing as I guide you through the, the ending part of relaxation, what to do exactly. So just let yourself be carried away by the experience and enjoy this meditation with us. Okay, take a deep breath and let go of the outside world. Let's begin the guided relaxation with the toes. Wiggle your toes. Now feel them relaxed. Relax your ankles and feet. Feel the healing energy moves up from Mother Earth. It enters your feet, passes through your ankles, through your shins, your calf muscles, relaxing the lower legs. This energy passes your knee joints and softens them, passes through your thighs and relaxes these muscles. It enters your hips, buttocks. It goes to your tummy and relaxes abdominal muscles and your waist. This energy goes to your tailbone and moves upward to your lower back, where we are holding lots of tension during our sitting and standing postures. It allows your lower back to relax and release any tension you may be holding there. It moves upward along the spinal cord. And as it passes, it relaxes all the muscles and nourishes all the cells. It goes to your upper back. The entire back is now completely relaxed. Now relax your chest. Take a deep breath and let go. Relax your shoulders. Let go of the weight of the world on your shoulders. Feel your shoulders simply melting away. The healing energy moves to your upper arms, relaxing these muscles. It passes through your elbows, goes to your forearms, and relaxes each and every muscle in your forearms. It goes to your wrists, your hands, right up to your fingertips. You feel your hands, your wrists, your arms are completely relaxed. Now relax your neck muscles. This is the area of our flexibility in life. Feel how soft and relaxed are these muscles now. Move your attention up to your face. Relax the jaw and let it drop. Relax your mouth and lips, your nose and cheeks, your ears, earlobes, temples, your eyes, very softly and very gently closed, your eyebrows, forehead, all facial muscles completely relaxed, all the way to the top of your head. Feel how your whole body is now completely relaxed. Do a quick scan from top to toe and see if you're holding any tension anywhere in your body, or if there is still a part of your body that feels uncomfortable or unwell. Immerse it a little while longer in the healing energy of Mother Earth and allow this energy to bring healing and comfort to that part. Honor the need of that part of your body. Now, notice how your entire body is completely relaxed. Notice how your breathing is deep and slow. Notice how your mind is clear, open, and allowing. There may be thoughts on your mind, but that's completely normal. It's the nature of our conscious mind to constantly generate thoughts. We allow these thoughts to come and go. We just ignore them. In a way, we leave the front and the back door of our mind open for them to come and go easily, while we tend to our heart. So now let's move our attention to our hearts. Rest there for a little while. Feel immersed in the love and light in your heart. Remain still and quiet in this space of awareness you have within. Just observe what's going on inside. Sit with your feelings. This is our sacred place, our safe place, where we can rest from all the hustle and bustle of the world. This is the source of serenity that is connected to the source of all existence, and slowly become absorbed in the divine presence in your heart. Please start meditation. Closed. Observe your inner condition. See how you feel deep inside. Feel your inner condition. Savor it. Acquire this inner condition. See if you recognize what is the difference between this inner condition with the one before the meditation. Enliven this condition. Enhance it. Imbibe it. Let this condition goes to every cell of your body. Immerse yourself in this condition. Become one with it. Unite with it. Dissolve yourself in this condition. Let only this condition remains. And once you feel complete, when you have a good grasp of your condition, very gently open your eyes and note your experience down in your journal.
Thank you so much for the wonderful experience, Nakin.
You're very welcome.
Let me now take you through the key takeaways from our discussion today on how to make meditation a habit. So when it comes to making a habit, we all know that consistent practice and keeping that rigor going is the most important. But what is also important is to understand and reserve a particular time slot of a schedule to practice a meditation. And we saw that in the discussion today, that the best times to meditate are the conjunctions of the day, which are the dawn, dusk, and noon. And as it is very logically understood that you would want to meditate before you get into the chaos of the day's work. So it's recommended that you practice a meditation at dawn, preferably before sunrise, or whichever time in the morning that is possible. And it is also very important that you fix the place of meditation, just as you want to fix the time of meditation. So with this, you would want to make your individual meditation practice a habit. With your individual meditation practice, the Heartfulness Institute also offers group meditation practices on Sundays and Wednesdays for you to come and experience the how a group meditation practice can be different from your individual practice. So apart from that, we also uh, had an experience of the beautiful stress detox technique, which is very simple, and you can practice it at any time of the day whenever you're feeling stressful or whenever you want to regain the sense of calmness and have more clarity. And it's very simple. You just have to close your right nostril and breathe with your left nostril. Do it for about 10 times and you would feel the change yourself. And finally, with the meditation practice that Nakin guided us into, this meditation practice is uh, a focus on the source of divinity in our heart, which is already present, and is to just meditate on a simple supposition. It is not to visualize the divine light within, but to just meditate on this supposition that there is the divine light present in my heart and I'm getting attracted towards it. And what makes heartfulness practice different is this uh, feature of yogic transmission that we also call pranahuti. So these are vibrations that you receive during your meditation when you connect with the inner self and absorb into the divinity within. So uh, with that, I would also like to talk about this very interesting hypothesis, which is the 100th monkey effect. Back in the 1950s, a researcher called Leol Watson he was a primatologist who was working on a troop of monkeys and found how subtle behavioral changes in a group of monkeys can also influence the behavioral patterns in other groups unrelated or related to that particular group of monkeys, which is a hypothesis that goes on to support the existence of global consciousness. So that is to answer the first question on the slide. Is there global consciousness? There is the idea of global consciousness that exists. And through the meditation practice, we all have experienced and have known how meditation practice can help us overcome stress, anxiety, and have a sense of clarity and calmness in our lives. But above all of that, meditation practice also helps us to contribute towards this uh, evolution of global consciousness. So like I mentioned, with our practices, the group practices that we offer on Sundays and Wednesdays or any other time of the days when a group is practicing, you will be able to experience how meditating with the group is different from your individual practice. And that is where uh, you understand the importance of your actions and also in your inactions, which are contributing towards the evolution of global consciousness. And with that, the second question that we have here is, can we evolve to higher purpose in life? I would like to leave this question for you all to ponder upon and contemplate, and would suggest you to meditate tomorrow in the morning when you do, and ponder upon this question. So with that, happy meditating. And I would now hand it over to Nagin.
Thank you, Kartik. So some of the resources, first of all, Heartfulness and all the services in Heartfulness is offered for free. Some of the good resources that you can find beneficial in the beginning of the journey, you can find easily on our website, heartfulness.org. And one thing that I wanted to highlight for you is this Heartfulness Masterclass, which is 3 elementary sessions, that sets the tone and prepares the ground for your individual practice of meditation. My suggestion is you go online, you do these 3 sessions. And the way that is programmed and planned is you do each session on 3 consecutive days, basically. That's how it's designed. So you sit one time today, one time tomorrow with the second session, and the third session the third day. And that prepares you for starting your own personal practice of meditation. After that, you find meditation easier because the work that is happening during these first 3 sessions is very profound. Also, there is Heartfulness magazine that you can subscribe online. And it's, again, like other resources in Heartfulness, free of charge. There's lots of good articles and information in that magazine. On the website itself, also, you find other techniques. One of it we discussed today, 2 of it actually, relaxation and left nostril breathing, but there are more to that, and you can find all of these techniques on our website. Can we go to next slide? And also we have an app, Hearts app, that if you download from App Store or Google Play and have it on your cell phone, you can, through this app, connect to a trainer. Anytime that you need a meditation session with a trainer, you can easily connect with a trainer through this app. Another way to connect with a trainer would be through the website, but that's lengthier because you have to write an email and somebody should get back to you. This app is immediate. So these are the free resources available to you. And I would suggest to help yourself with any of them that you feel inclined. Okay, so we want to, from Kartik and I, thank you for your participation and attendance and your basically experience with us today. If there is any feedback, comment, or question, we are here to respond. Also, there are ways for you to connect with us. So feel free to take a snapshot of this page or note it down for yourself, and we are here to answer any question or hear any feedback you may have for us.
Thank you so much to Kartik and Nagin for that wonderful meditation and presentation. So I'm going to stop the recording now and open it up to any questions. So you can feel free to put them in the chat, or you can unmute yourself if you have any questions.